Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Vyasa IS, and I am Deepak sir. So today we have paper one public administration exam, 10 February, and we will discuss. Let's see about the question and what will be the probable answer. And yes, if you ask me, in comparison to last 2 years, this year question are good, but little bit dynamic. Directly, most of the question asks you directly, but some are indirect question. So let's see. So I will just take 5 minutes to show you that some question asked from the test series. So it is a custom. So I'm not saying that all question from test series, but some question. So I will complete this in 5 minutes. After that, we will discuss every question. So this is question one, public choice. Discuss how public choice theory promoted the concept of steering and undermined the concept of rowing in visualizing efficient and effective administration. So public choice approach, but second, that the concept of steering and undermine the concept of rowing. This is new right philosophy. So you need to write this answer from the perspective of new right philosophy. FLT1 question 13. This is public choice approach aims to rationalize, democratize, and debureaucratize public administration. That's this question. Question number second. What are the different type of boards and commission in India? What is the structure and function of Odisha Public Service Commission? FLT2 question number 8. Discuss the power and function of Odisha Public Service Commission. Question number 3. Not I have asked some question, but not directly. That importance of accountability and transparency in government. Many questions, but indirectly, not directly. I have asked, so I leave it. Information constitutes the lifeblood of function of an organization. Information. Significance of communication in decision making. So communication is most important for organization, and here we can relate communication in decision making. Decision making by whom? Father of decision making theory, Simon. So Simon and communication mix. Test 2 question 4. Test 2 question 4. Communication and Simon question. This is Simon. Simon's idea. So mix of question number 8 and question number 4. Answer of this question. Next, effective public grievance redressal require administrative commitment coupled with effective machinery for redressal of grievance. Test 2 question number 10. Effective grievance redressal and current status. So current status is this machinery for redressal of citizen grievance. And next, citizen charter in India have not. Okay, now important here. Citizen charter in India have not been able. This is limitation. Have not been able to fulfill objective. Give your view. Right. FLT third question number 15. Citizen charter increase transparency and accountability in public administration. And if you remember, in every question I advise you to write the limitation. Limitation before citizen charter. Step to make citizen charter effective. Second ARC on citizen charter, and citizen charter in Odisha. Linked with Right to Public Service Act. Okay, so answer. Uh, you cannot only know the character of citizen charter, source of citizen charter, new public management, United Kingdom, Prime Minister John Major, then Prime Minister Tony Blair. Okay, So impact, and after the citizen charter in India, you need to write Sebotom model, you need to write CM conference, Chief Secretary conference, characteristic of citizen charter, limitation before citizen charter, step to make citizen charter effective, second ARC on citizen charter, and how IT makes citizen charter effective. Many things you need to write. देखो this year question ए वर्ष रो question answer खाली लिखिबाटा important no, how many dimension you have given to answer, that is important. Next, main principle. Okay, look at this. What are the main principles of organization? Principles of organization, unit 2. If I show you the syllabus, this is principles of organization: hierarchy, unity of command, span of control, authority, responsibility, coordination, supervision, centralization, decentralization, delegation. These are principles. Okay. So indirectly they ask what are the main principles of organization, and these are principles of organization. Merits, demerits for the administrative organization. So this principle of Fayol and Golik, classical theorist Fayol and Golik, idea. Fayol's 14 universal principle, Golik's 10 neutral principle, this cover everything. So here what we need to write, I will discuss that. FLT third question number 14. FLT third question number 14. This is, we don't need separate principle of public and private administration. Means one that suitable for both public and private. So this is uh, universal principle and neutral principle of administration. Yes, this is indirectly. देखो एटा भी indirect question, direct पचारी नहीं. What are the main principles of organization? Not a direct question, it is an indirect question. Here limitation has not been, you need to write limitation. Here also indirectly decision making, Simon, and communication. Next, here globalization has transformed the nature and character of state from traditional and administrative welfare state to a corporate state. This is NPM. Indirectly, this is NPM. So, two question FLT third, FLT one question number one. Question number one, scope of public administration redefined after LPG. So you can link it. LPG globalization has transformed the character of state. So scope of public administration was redefined after adoption of LPG. And FLT third question number 13. New public management has redefined function of government across the world. Same, because NPM, what NPM said, welfare to profit, entrepreneurial government, a state that costs less, perform more, efficiency, economy, effectiveness. Question number 8. Question number 9, RTI. Yes, here also present status of implementation. So you need to write current example. That what are the limitation before RTI Act? And here, as before 2-3 days, I have given an example. Odisha High Court guideline on State Information Commission. Test 2 question number 9. RTI and some recent development has threatened to fail RTI. You need to write this recent development. Present status of RTI, recent development. Okay, so this is important, recent development. This question, after that, yes. This is also an indirect question. Evolution of public administration as a field of study, which falls into number of critical stages belonging out paradigm shift in public administration. Very straight question. Test 1, question number 5. Nicholas Henry, Robert Golombowski's paradigm of growth of public administration and present relevance. But indirectly পচারিছি hints কোন evolution of public administration, paradigm shift in public administration, 6 stages of growth of public administration. Nicholas Henry's paradigm. After that, Nicholas Henry and Robert Golombowski's paradigm, and second, Nicholas Henry's paradigm based on locus and focus. Legislative control over administration is not as effective. Again, limitation. Test 2, question 5. देखो पूरा टेस्ट और क्वेश्चन. Legislative control over administration is effective but face a number limitation. Elucidate. OPSC question. Legislative control over administration is not effective. That means limitation. Legislative control over administration is effective but face a number limitation. OPSC পচারিছি not as effective as ought to be. Next, how can we say scientific management and human relation theory are two distinct approach meant to improve production and efficiency? Scientific management and human relation theory. Test 1, 8 and 9. Taylor, Hilton Mayo. Both. Taylor, scientific management, relevant of Taylorism, Mayo. After that, 300 word, section B. What are the main theoretical framework used in comparative public administration study? Highlight the key difference between administrative system of developed and developing country. Developed countries bureau, developing countries Sala, prismatic Sala model. Test 3, question number 9. Comparative public administration. Explain about the problem, not give any solution. So about comparative public administration, here FLT 1, all character of prismatic Sala model and resemblance with administration of developing nation. Public policy, this question I haven't test series re asi nahi. Public policy ro alga question asichi, but types of policy I haven't asked. So recruitment is the cornerstone of public personnel system. Discuss the essential element of good recruitment system. Test 4, question number 4. Recruitment is important aspect of public personnel process and recent development related to recruitment process. This recent development is this element of good recruitment system. So recent development, current example, एठी recruitment रे आमे UPSC रो प्रतिभा सेतु भी लिखिवा, second year से लिखिवा. 16, discuss how administrative reform can restructure, reshape and revamp government structure to meet new challenges being faced by Indian administrative system. FLT 1, question number 8, FLT 3, question number 10. Let's see. FLT1 question number 8. Administrative reform in India post-independence and impact on governance. The question also demand administrative reform in India, Indian administrative system. Okay, FLT1. FLT3 question number 10. Relationship between administrative reform and development administration. Development of administration. Not direct, but link. Question asise, you can write this answer. Next, distinguish between traditional and performance budgeting. Test 4, question number 5. Why performance budget is better than other type of budget? Straight question. What is development administration? Emphasize on the feature of development administration and administration of development. Previous year question be data agru OPSC PYQ asithila. Test 3, question number 6. Development administration and administration of development are two sides of the same coin. Okay, so these are, let start discussion from question number 1. Kon hey pare, I will give you a framework of some question. How public choice theories promote the concept of steering and undermining the concept of rowing. So you need to start from new right philosophy. New right philosophy has 4 school of thought: new public administration, new public management, public choice approach, neo-Taylorism. So you need to write that public choice approach is one of the important school of thought. You start from this. Stop. Public choice approach is one of the important school of thought of new right philosophy. And what is new right philosophy? The concept of new right philosophy, it has developed during discussion of new public administration. It is a broader concept. New public administration, Minobrook 1, Minobrook 2. So new right philosophy promote cut back management, rollback of state, small state, strong state, and in India, minimum government, maximum governance. So new right philosophy said state should not a provider, but state should be a facilitator and regulator. State facilitate private sector and market, also regulate private sector and market. So this is the idea that new right philosophy promotes state should not be a provider but a facilitator and regulator. So state should steer, and not row. I have given you a pic, that boy Indonesia standing in front of a boat and just give direction. So that was state's role. Ora farming. So state should steer, not row. State should come out with rules, regulation, guideline under which market and private sector function. State regulatory activity example DGCA, IRDA. So you will start writing something. After that, you start writing about public choice approach, how public choice approach is one of the important school of thought of new right philosophy. Public choice approach has started due to the result of economic failure of state and success of market, and the important protagonists of public choice approach are Vincent Ostrom, Iskanen, Yates, and three school of thought of public choice approach: Rochester School, Virginian School, Chicago School. After that, you write character of public choice approach, idea of Vincent Ostrom's idea on public choice approach, and Owen Hughes idea. After that, limitation before public choice approach, contemporary approach, or relevance of public choice approach. Limitation before public choice approach, relevance before public choice approach, right idea of Ostrom and another theorist. What is Ostrom's idea? This is efficiency, effectiveness. 4D approach, public choice approach, 4D: democratization, decentralization, debureaucratization, denationalization. So you need to write everything. ହେଲା ଏଠି ଖାଲି ପବ୍ଲିକ ଚଏସ୍ ଦେଖ ପିଲା କଣ ହୁଏ ପିଲା କିଛି ବି ଲେଖି ଦିଅନ୍ତି ଆଉ କହନ୍ତି ମାର୍କ ଆସେନି ବଟ୍ ତମକୁ ପବ୍ଲିକ ଚଏସ୍ ଆପ୍ରୋଚ୍ କାହିଁକି ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେଲା ଚିକାଗୋ ସ୍କୁଲ କଣ ଭର୍ଜିନିଆନ୍ ସ୍କୁଲ କଣ Rochester school କଣ character of public choice approach, institutional pluralism, multi-actor paradigm, overlapping jurisdiction, Vincent Ostrom ro idea ଚାରିଟା, Owen Hughes ro idea, limitation, present relevance of public choice approach. You give example, then in aviation sector, in telecommunication sector, in every sector, why public choice approach will empower citizen, how it result into more democratization. देखो आंसर लिखिबाटा इंपोर्टेंट नो भलो आंसर लिखिबाटा इंपोर्टेंट सो पिला 300 भी आनुचंती और पिला दीटा मिसी की 150 160 भी आनुचंती एंड 300 नो आनिले सिलेक्शन होबो नाही and again I repeat you, return on investment ROI in optional is better than other thing. ए वर्ष जीएस देखिलो GS2 रे रिलाय करिवो ऑप्शनल रे, GS3 GS1 अनरिलायबल, तो ऑप्शनल रे जिते एफर्ट दबो ताटू बेसी से तुमको रिटर्न दबो. So public choice approach. Second, देखो it is a straight question, types of boards and commission. So boards and commission, Indian administration is based on split system. One is policy formulation, one is policy implementation. Policy formulation by, you can say, staff agency, line agency. 4 type of line agency. 2 are board and commission, company and corporation, board and commission. So now you write definition of board, types of board, formulation, coffee board, rubber board. Okay. After that, commission, constitutional body, multi-headed, boards also multi-headed, commission also multi-headed. Shortly, in one page, because we need to write about OPSC also. So boards and commission UPSC hela, finance commission hela, NHRC hela, different type of commission. And OPSC समस्त जानिଛ केबे OPSC question पचारि नै, it should be asked in paper 2 or paper 1 रे structure and function of OPSC. So boards and commission 1 page, OPSC 2 page you need to write. Third question, public accountability is the hallmark of public administration. Importance of accountability. Yes, accountability. Third, definition of accountability. Definition of accountability. Idea of theorist. We have discussed 6-7 theorist. Idea of theorist on accountability. Administrative accountability to citizen during NPA, NPM, NPSA. You can write that during NPA, administration is accountable to citizen. NPM, administration is accountable to customer. NPSA, balance. So accountability is hallmark of public administration. Yes. Why it is hallmark of public administration? What is accountability? Enforcement of responsibility is accountability. Without accountability, public administration become authoritarian. Public administration become institutionalized. More corruption, nepotism, inefficiency. Public administrator use as their private property. Maladministration, no welfare, no development. This is without accountability. After that, this is accountability, idea of theorist, and problem of no accountability and importance of accountability. If accountability is enforced and transparency is there in administration, what type of administration we find? So with increase in accountability, administration become instrument, work for welfare, work for citizen-centric administration, and transparency. Like that, transparency. No transparency, what problem? Transparency, this you can give example. Here you can give example that government of Odisha, Amo Sasan, how Amo Sasan enforce accountability over administration, grievance redressal mechanism enforce accountability, transparency. Second ARC report 1, second ARC report 4. You can write this. 4. Information constitute of lifeblood of function of an organization. Yes, organization need information to function. Significance of communication in decision making. So information is the lifeblood of an organization. Actually, previous question asks that communication is lifeblood of an organization. If you remember a previous year question, OPSC asks, I can show you. Communication is the bloodstream of administrative organization, Millet. OPSC previous year question. Here, information is blood of function of an organization. So, significance of communication in decision making. So here we need to write about communication in decision making. Okay. So classical idea of communication and classical approach of decision making. MP Follett decision making. MP Follett planning and coordination. After that, Ilton Mayo informal communication. Mayo say participation of worker in decision making. After that, behavioral theorist, informal communication, participate decision making. So communication, decision making. If communication is informal, if communication is participative, democratic, decentralized, one type of decision making. If communication is top down, formal communication, centralized communication, different type of decision making. And we can add system approach here. If organization communicate with the environment, it can maintain equilibrium, negative entropy. If organization cannot communicate the environment, if there is no information organization getting from the environment, organization move towards positive entropy disintegration. Simon, what Simon said? Taylor said absolute rationality in decision making. Simon rejected by saying that bounded rationality in decision making. Taylor said yes, we have all information, absolute rationality. Simon said no. In an decision making environment, there are many constraints before the administrator or decision maker. So due to many constraints, the administrator cannot take a decision which is absolute rational, but he can take a decision which is bounded rational. We need to add this approach. Communication, different type of communication, Shannon and Weber's model, everything we have discussed in class in detail, discuss kora hoichi. So decision making dekhile mane Simon and communication both idea likhi deba, you will get good mark. Effective public grievance redressal require administrative commitment coupled with effective machinery for redressal. देखो बहुत बढ़िया क्वेश्चन. तो एठी public grievance redressal, you should start from the Scandinavian ombudsman system. Shortly, it's 15 mark question, but citizen is most important in a democracy. Citizen has a redress against administration. It should be sorted as soon as possible. The concept of grievance redressal was first started in Sweden, where parliament established ombudsman system to redress citizen grievance. In India, first administrative reform commission headed by Morarji Desai recommend government to establish ombudsman system in the line of Swedish ombudsman. Government of India has established Lokpal and Lokayukt. Okay. After many failed attempts, government finally established Lokpal in 2013. Features of Lokpal, 5-6 features. Limitation before Lokpal, solution. Much before Lokpal, states has established Lokayukt. Features of Lokayukt, shortly. Features of Lokayukt. देखो important कौन होची, how many dimension you can give in this answer. Most of the students start in Lokpal and Lokayukt, but if you start from Swedish Ombudsman, if you mention about first ARC, definitely evaluator give you more mark. So answer लिखिबार गोटे approach अछि. Scandinavian, first ARC, Lokpal. तो तीनटा डायमेंशन हे गला. Features of Lokpal, limitation, solution. Features of Lokayukt, limitation, solution. तापरे कोन लिखिबो, एटी आंसर सॉरी नाही. So grievance redressal mechanism at central level, as we discussed in class. Prime Minister Office, Ministry of Public Grievance and Pension, grievance cell of every ministry, state level, CPGRMS, CM grievance cell, DM grievance cell, grievance at block level. And in Odisha, every office there is Abhijogo Baksa, grievance box. And current example, the Chief Minister of Odisha himself redress grievance of citizen every Monday. And grievance redressal become a very essential part of Odisha administration. For an example, second ARC fourth report. Second ARC recommend government to establish Rashtriyat Lokayukt, grievance redressal institution at local level. जहाँ जहाँ मु कहली you need to accommodate everything in 15 जदि सब किछि 15 तीन पेज भितर accommodate करिवो you will definitely get 11 mark and everything I have told in class मु सबु कहिछि 11 mark guarantee if you write everything with current example Odisha chief minister ro citizen charter have not been able limitation so citizen charter देखो किछि पिला डायरेक्ट citizen charter लिखिबे तमे स्टार्ट करो न्यू पब्लिक मैनेजमेंट citizen charter definition of citizen charter after that citizen charter as a concept has developed in new public management so new public management adopted in UK initiative of British PM John Mayer after that British PM Tony Blair implementation of NPM तीनटा थिला prior option review autonomy to public sector and citizen charter Indian adoption Sebotom model कहिथिला citizen charter CM conference chief secretary conference 1996 1997 features of citizen charter 1 2 3 4 character of citizen charter limitation before citizen charter step to make citizen charter effective ହେଲା तापरे second ARC on citizen charter in Odisha right to public service act how it has empowered citizen charter IT's role in citizen charter in Odisha Amo Sasan citizen charter देखो बहुत पिला कहबे कि citizen charter पढी जे बहुत इजी बट खाली citizen charter पढी नै कि खाली तुम citizen charter लिखिले हबो नै citizen charter सोर्स कोन न्यू पब्लिक मैनेजमेंट यूनाइटेड किंगडम टोनी ब्लेयर जॉन मेजर in India Sebotom model CM conference chief secretary conference इतिकी लेखिकी तापरे character of citizen charter लिखिबो तापरे limitation before citizen charter step to make those limitation effective इमिति नुह कि यार citizen charter पढिचे ना बिल्कुल मार्क पाइबो कि 8 मार्क पाइबो कि 10 पाइबो कि 11 पाइबो तो proper intro proper conclusion proper heading what are the main principles देखो एटा Fayol and Golik simply main principle of organ जेतेबेले भी तमे principles of organization देखुचो माइंड को आसीबो scientific management principle universal principle neutral principle बस सेति कि तो principle कोन अछि so you can here write main principle of organization जोटा अछि principle and Fayol Golik universal principle neutral principle and merits and demerit yes criticism Fayol ro principle of criticism who criticized Fayol Fayol was criticized by Hilton Mayo behavioral theorist Bernard Argyris Likert McGregor motivational theorist Maslow Hausberg decision making theorist Simon criticized Fayol's and Golik principle as proverb pompous slogan they fail when faced a reality Maslow and Hausberg criticized the money motivation the behavioral theorists criticize the principles of uh, Fayol and Golik. They promote centralization, non-participation, non-democratization, rigidity in organization. Hilton Mayo criticize, but merit. What are the merit? Merit is Fayol's gangplank, Fayol's idea of POC planning by Niti Aayog, Fayol's idea of remuneration, esprit de crop, Golik's idea of line and staff, Golik's idea of coordination. So just write Fayol, his principle, Golik's principle, criticism, present relevance. जोटा मु सबले क्लास रे कहे criticism, present relevance. से पचारिछि कोन? Demerit. criticism and merit present relevance. So ଏବେ OPSC criticism ଆଡକୁ ଗଲାଣି, so direct ଲେଖୁଛି merit and demerit, criticism and present relevance. This is এটা ଗୋଟେ indirect question. Globalization has transformed the nature and character of state from traditional and administrative welfare state to corporate state. Every time I repeatedly said in class, ଯେତେବେଳେ globalization ଶୁଣିବ, whenever you heard globalization, everyone ଯୋଉମାନେ ବି ଦେଖୁଛି ଜାଣିଥିବ, globalization ଶୁଣିଲା ମାନେ ତମ ମାଇଣ୍ଡ କୁ ଆସିଯିବା କଥା new right philosophy, NP ଆଉ NP. So NPM ଆସିଗଲା, globalization ଶୁଣିଲ, NPM ଆସିଗଲା, and NPM ର character ତମେ ଜାଣିଛ, you knew the character of NPM: profit, efficiency, economy, effectiveness. Yes, you need to write about NPM. That administrative welfare state to corporate state. Yes, administration welfare to profit, administration accountable to citizen, accountable to customer. So origin state become market state. So here basically you need to write about that impact of globalization is NPM, character of NPM, limitation before NPM, and solution. Solution is NPSA, new public service approach by Den Hart. Okay, ଏତେ ଜିନିଷ ତମକୁ you need to write. NPM, character, criticism of NPM, and solution is new public service approach. Den Hart. New public service approach promote value laden plus value free, welfare plus profit. So Vande Bharat is value free, general train is value laden, express train when you have general bogie and AC bogie, it is NPSA. This is a conceptual question. So globalization, if you cannot connect globalization with NPM, you cannot write. And not only you need to write, but you need to justify that how traditional administration transfer to a corporate state, welfare to profit, inefficiency to efficiency, 3E, economy, efficiency, effectiveness. Also, you need to write about the criticism or limitation before NPM and solution NPSA. After that, you will expect. ସେତିକି ଲେଖିଲା ପରେ ହିଁ ମାର୍କ ର ଆଶା କରିବ, ନହେଲେ don't expect mark. RTI has started his journey, but far from his destination. Again, limitation before RTI. People don't focus on limitation. Pila khali RTI kono ha RTI. Here limitation, source of RTI. What happened before 2005? How RTI, right to information, is part of fundamental right, Article 19, Article 21. And why some act like Official Secret Act, Indian Evidence Act, All India Service Conduct Rule, Central Service Conduct Rule, the Oath of Office and Secrecy, those promote secrecy. And as people doesn't get welfare during 1970s, information revolution has started and government come out with RTI Act in 2005. Features of RTI Act, limitation before RTI Act, step to make RTI effective, second ARC fast report, right to information, the master key to good governance, FASTA point, how to make RTI effective, and present status. That means today RTI become a failed act. More than 60 lakh case pending. Why case are pending? Because Central Information Commission, State Information Commission become ineffective. No member. And you can give example in Odisha, the State Information Commission imposed limitation of 12 RTI a year. This was rejected by State High Court. Exam ro 2 din aguru ଦେଇଥିଲି. you have to write this. देखो why काहे कि मु कहूची जे भी तमरो इवैल्यूएटर whoever is a very knowledgeable guy से दिन को चारटा पेपर पढुची he is well about the current affair, he is well about aware of the second year report and he is expecting the basics from you. तमे यदि current example लिखिबो नै far from its destination, that means RTI hasn't fulfilled the objective with which it was established. Why? These are the limitations. खाली limitation लिखिले होबो नै, you need to give solution also. You need to give second ERC fast report recommendation also. देखो again कहूची 220 230 मार्क केही भी आनी परिबो, no issue, but 230 ରୁ 300 पाई ना माने 0 ରୁ 230 पाई जेते एफर्ट दबो 230 ରୁ 300 पाई तार 2x 3x एफर्ट दबा पड़िबो. 230 रे किछि होबो नै एंड जदि सिलेक्ट न होचो लाभो किछि नै एग्जाम रो तो सिलेक्ट हेबा पाई 300 आई ऑलवेज से 300 प्लस माइनस 10 पिला किए 330 आनिला 40 आनिला आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू दैट मु कहे टारगेट इज 300 प्लस माइनस 10 290 और 310 भितरे आनो सिलेक्ट हे जेबो जीएस रे मार्क आनिले सिलेक्ट हे जेबो एंड पॉपेट रे जदि कम मार्क अछि इट विल बी डिफिकल्ट जीएस रो देखुचो भरोसा नाही तो पॉपेट रे देखो ए क्वेश्चन सिलेबस रे अछि ए क्वेश्चन क्लास रे करा हेछि ए क्वेश्चन टेस्ट सीरीज रे करा हेछि प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन रे करा हेछि आउ केते तुमको सुविधा हबो जीएस3 रो तो तुम ओधा जिंस जानि नथिबो बट तमरो मेन अछि तमे भल से लिखि के आसीबो आरटीआई प्रॉपर वे एंड मु करेंट एग्जांपल भी दोउची मु सेकंड ईयर से रिपोर्ट आई हैव गिवन यू एवरीथिंग you only need to write. It is देखो indirect question evaluation of public administration as a field of study which falls into number of critical stages. So in this question you need to write about first Woodrow Wilson starting Woodrow Wilson's contribution. Woodrow Wilson regarded as father of public administration and he has written this particular article. He has started polity administration dichotomy. He has started separate study of public administration and Nicholas Henry and Robert Golombaski's 6 stages paradigm of growth of public administration. Dichotomy stage, principal stage, human relations stage, behavioral stage, quantitative approach, public policy stage. And Nicholas Henry's paradigm based on locus and focus. Same, first dichotomy stage, principal stage, public administration as political science, public administration as managerial science, fifth stage public administration as public administration good governance paradigm based on locus and focus. Dichotomy stage locus present, focus present, all signs locus present, focus present, and here both locus and focus present that you need to write. Yes, देखो legislative control over administration is not as effective. Again, question भी आसीतिला legislative control over administration. This question also for the first time OPSC asks. Aguru asitila judicial control. So legislative control over administration, some point, and limitation before legislative control, and solution before legislative control. And in solution ray, you can write about the current example, a fiscal council by D. Subbarao. because through fiscal council, legislative can control over administration, financial control over administration in an effective manner. Very good question. Simple. Scientific management Taylor. So here you write scientific management principle and human relation Elton Mayo's principle. So scientific management principle, because 15 marker बहुत डिटेल जीवन नाही scientific management गोटे पेज रे सबु 15टा पॉइंट human relation idea गोटे पॉइंट and relevance of scientific management principle and Mayo, because Taylor also criticized, Mayo also criticized. Taylor's idea also has relevant. For example, Taylor's scientific selection, scientific planning, mental revolution, mnemonic classification, time study, motion study, method study, functional foremanship. These are relevant. Improve production and efficiency, and Mayo's idea, informal communication, participative management, human being. So you need to write this. This will be the answer. Taylor, scientific management principle, short criticism, and relevance. Mayo, relevance. So both scientific management principle of Taylor and human relation approach of Mayo are relevant to improve production and efficiency in organization. Very good question. A main theoretical framework used in comparative public administration study. So comparative public administration study, in which context comparative comparative studies started? Riggs. Riggs is the pioneer. Riggs is the chairman of comparative administrative group, CAG. Two model Riggs has give: agraria, transitia, industria, fuse, prismatic, diffracted, and developing countries model is prismatic Sala model, Sala Krisi. That you need to write. After that, criticism of comparative public administration, death, rebirth as NCPA 20 marker तो बहुत scope अच्छे. So comparative administration, Riggs idea, characteristic of prismatic Sala model. That is administrative system of developing country. Administrative system of developed countries, bureau. Criticism of Riggs, which result into death of comparative public administration. Rebirth of comparative public administration as new comparative public administration, NCPA or IPA. Write this. What is public policy? Yes, definition of public policy and types of public policy. There are different type of public policy or models of public policy. You can here write. This is a state question. Recruitment is the cornerstone of public personnel structure. Yes. So definition of recruitment, and here you need to write the idea of theorist. Which theorist? Woodrow Wilson, merit-based recruitment. Taylor, scientific selection. Max Weber, merit-based recruitment to bureaucracy. So recruitment, type of recruitment, problem before recruitment, role of UPSC, OPSC, essential element of good recruitment, problem को solve कर दबो, and recent development, UPSC Pratibha Setu. After that, NRC, new recruitment agency, NRA recruitment agency, no interview for Group C, Group D post. Orissa government initiative to jail and fine in case of question leaking. It is a criminal offense. Timely recruitment, everything you write. Discuss how administrative reform can restructure, reshape, and revamp government structure. Yes. So need of administrative reform. Why? Because we need to restructure, revamp the government structure to meet new challenges being faced by the Indian administrative system. So Indian administrative system has faced many new challenges and administrative reform help to overcome all those challenges. So administrative reform in India post independence, whether it is CBI, CBC, that line diagram, 1947, 1950, 1963, 1964, 1991, 92, 97, 2000, 2005, 2013, 2015, 2019, 2025. Planning Commission, CBC, CBI, past ERC, good governance paradigm, new economic policy, PRI, citizen charter, IT, RTI, second ARC, Lokpal Lok Ayukt, Digital India Niti, and 2019 it is Mission Karma Yogi, 2025 Amos Assam. This line diagram can help you write the answer. So, traditional and performance budget, it is a very straight answer. There are 7-8 type of budget. Traditional budget, line item budget, zero based budget, PPBS, and performance budget. Indian adoption of performance budget is outcome budget. Yes, you write it. Also state what is development administration. Features of development of administration and administration of development. It a straight question. କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ ତ ପାଞ୍ଚଟା क्वेश्चन आराम रे लिखि परिबो देखो रिपीटेडली मु क्लास रे कहूची कि पेपर 1 पेपर 2 क्वेश्चन आसी जिवो किस टाइम परे यू विल फेस नो प्रॉब्लम पेपर 1 रे यस बट स्टिल पांचटा क्वेश्चन एठी और 10टा क्वेश्चन सेठी आराम रे तमे लिखि परिबो इफ यू लीव पब्लिक पॉलिसी आल्सो पब्लिक पॉलिसी छाडी देले भी पांचटा क्वेश्चन बढ़िया लिखुचो एंड एठी 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9 and 10 तमे जदि एटा एटा तो लिखि पारिबो खाली गोटे क्वेश्चन टिके दिस वन क्वेश्चन टिके अछि क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 टिके प्रॉब्लमेटिक एटा भी लिखि हेबो बट बाकीटा माने बेटर लिखि हेबो ओके सो पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन रो क्वेश्चन बहुत भलो आसी छि नो इश्यू विथ इट समस्त भलो करथिबे आई एम वेरी मच श्योर ओके अगेन so our new batch of public administration foundation revision test series batch that will start on 16 February देखो why this question show the importance of this गोटे तो फर्स्ट फाउंडेशन बैच रे पूरा सिलेबस कवरेज करा हबो पेपर 1 पेपर 2 टॉपिक वाइज यू विल क्लास नोट एंड जहा कोहिली रिसेंट डेवलपमेंट ग्रीवेंस जुडिशियल रे हो आरटीआई रे हो जहा हो हमें रिसेंट जिंसो पाइबो conceptual clarity when your concept will clear with proper doubt clearing and every class based on PIQ काहे की देखो बहुत PIQ आसुची तो आमो क्लास टा based on PIQ so after completion of the class you can easily write all PIQ and second year's report commission in answer for enrichment. So most of the question there is scope of writing second year's and I will tell course माने केतेटा क्वेश्चन रे सेकंड इयर रो स्कोप अछि क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 रे अछि क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 रे क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 परे 9 परे 15 14 question number 16 question number 17 and 18 all question there is scope of writing second ARC. Okay, this foundation batch is important because syllabus pura bujhibo, conceptual clarity, explanation of topic with class note, no pdf kichhi nahi, you have to write conceptual clarity and second ARC reform. Second, revision batch. So why revision batch is important? First tome pura syllabus janibo, तापरे लास्ट 10 year ओपीएससी क्वेश्चन डिस्कशन होबो 300 टा क्वेश्चन फॉर एग्जांपल दीज आर देखो एटा पूरा ओपीएससी क्वेश्चन एटा प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन दिस इज प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन रिक्रूटमेंट इज प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन एटा प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन दिस इज प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन बहुत किछि प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन इवोल्यूशन ऑफ पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन आरटीआई प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन this is previous year question citizen charter previous year question grievance redressal this is boards and commission PCA. So previous year question I am discussion kariba 300 question with proper format that this will be the intro, this will body, this is conclusion, intro, body, conclusion. This way we will discuss. And yes, current case study, the Hindu and other source, current affair, so you can write in your answer. For example, RTI ro limitation kono, grievance redressal ro kono recent development, and third is answer writing batch. So here you write 12 test जो देखिली मु टेस्ट रो क्वेश्चन आसीची मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन 18 टा रु 12 13 टा आई थिंक 14 14 टा क्वेश्चन टेस्ट रु आसीची सो ए टेस्ट डिस्कशन होबो तारो भी हमें लाइव क्लास डिस्कशन होबो सो 150 क्वेश्चन and discussion of 12 live class and model answer. देखो don't confuse that model answer माने बाकी इंस्टीट्यूट माने जेमती कोन बाकी इंस्टीट्यूट कोन करूछन्ती क्वेश्चन को पकेले एआई रे एआई आंसर दोछि नो I will not provide you any PDF answer. Every question discussed in class I will discuss every question in blackboard rough किछि PDF नहीं. So brainstorming, so 150 and 300 total 450 question तुमे discussion करिवो 450 question discuss in front of you. You will have answer of 450 question. Just imagine 450 question discussion परे आउ किछि नथिबो जोटा कि ओपीएससी तुमको प्रॉब्लम रे पकेबो but ए 450 question रो discussion पाई this 160 hour of foundation base is important. तुम यदि फाउंडेशन ही जानि न मूल दुआ स्ट्रांग है नहीं these are enrichment. So तुमको 160 plus 40 plus 60 total 250 hour रो पूरा क्लास करिया को पड़िबो. देखो आई हैव एक्सपीरियंस मु इवैल्यूएट करूची बहुत पिला खाली टेस्ट सीरीज जॉइन करूचंदी से टेस्ट रे से शार्पनेस आसुने. Listen, I can do research because I only teach public administration optional. ମୁଁ ସକାଳୁ ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟା ଯାଏ ଖାଲି ପବେଟ୍ ପଢୁଛି ଏଟା କେମିତି ଭଲ ହେଇପାରିବ ଏଠି କଣ ହେଇପାରିବ ଆଉ ଇମ୍ପ୍ରୁଭମେଣ୍ଟ କଣ ହେଇପାରିବ as a student it become difficult because तुमको GS चार्टा पढ़िबार अछि essay पढ़िबार अछि ओडिया इंग्लिश पढ़िबार अछि you cannot devote as much time as I can devote to pubet and I have been reading pubet since last 2 decade hela last 2 decade hela पढुछि मु pubet and last 1 decade hela पढुछि and I have written many mains I have written 2 books public administration सेटा मु आगुरु कहिछि okay so I can guide you it is complete hand holding एमती नुह कि तमे फोन बहुत जगह रे एडमिशन आगुरु खाली से फैकल्टी तमरो अछि माने फोन उठांदी तापरे नो यू कैन कॉल मी मैसेज मी संगे संग न हेले भी मु तुमको रिप्लाई करिबी ओके इट इज डायरेक्टली कनेक्शन बिटवीन यू एंड मी नो इंटरमीडियरी तो एठी के स्टाफ नाहंती मु कोन से स्टाफ रखिने डायरेक्ट तो बिकॉज़ आई टीच ओनली पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन आउ किछि पढ़ाय नै पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन पॉलिटी गवर्नेंस it is not like that mo institute re prelim test series a prelim or GS class no kiछि no believe me एमती गोटे पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन रे अछि जनरली स्पेशलिस्ट रैंक क्लासिफिकेशन only public administration and polity and governance no third subject I teach and I teach polity and governance because it is part of public administration hela so here you find specialized things research oriented thing and believe me you will give only 3 hours to me 2 hour class करो class रे notes लेखो ताकू गोटे घंटा रिवीजन करो एंड दिन को गोटे टॉपिक लेखो डू दैट आउ किसी करो नहीं बाकी सब मु करिवि दिन को गोटे टॉपिक टेलर राइट प्योर राइट एवरीथिंग garlic राइट एवरीथिंग सेति करो रेस्ट आई विल टेक केयर ऑफ इट कंप्लीट माय रिस्पांसिबिलिटी मु जहा जहा कहूची सेटा करो फाउंडेशन बैच कलो गोटे गोटे टॉपिक लिखिलो पूरा सिलेबस लिखि देलो तापर प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन डिस्कशन सेटा भी तमे लिखिबो तापर टेस्ट लिखिबो आफ्टर दैट यू विल अपीयर इन मेंस डेफिनेटली आरो वर्ष भी ए प्रकार क्वेश्चन आसे हला ऑप्शनल केबे धोखा दबो नै एंड पबेट नेवर दैट इज माय एश्योरेंस टू यू so this batch will start and this is the fees 16000 still because 16000 is for all 3 course individually jodi individually test series ro 5000 revision batch ro 5000 and foundation course ro 10000 so 20000 hochi but discount re 10 5 5 20 nahi ki all course in 16000 and again you can go check बाकी माने समस्त खाली फाउंडेशन कोर्स तुमको देबे 16000 रे कि 25000 रे भुवनेश्वर रे 25 20 रे खाली फाउंडेशन कोर्स देबे और सेटा भी ठीक से कोर्स कंप्लीट करिवे ना दैट इज माय चैलेंज टू यू कि करिवे नाही तमे जाओ जहा को पचारो खाली फाउंडेशन दिल्ली जीवो खाली फाउंडेशन कोर्स से माने देबे 15000 रे रिवीजन बैच आउ आंसर राइटिंग बैच दे विल take you separate other fees so here everything in 16000 okay and another thing in future when you take resubscription only 5000 तोरा future रे course fees next year 18000 ही गला तो तमे जेबे भी एडमिशन जे नबो जे 2017 रे भी एडमिशन नहीं थिला हैला 17 रे जो पिला माने एडमिशन नहीं थिले से माने एबे जदी readmission नेबे for them also 5000 so all old student जे 17 रे पढितिला 18 रे पढितिला 19 20 21 22 23 24 anyone want to take resubscription he can take in 5000 this facility also no other coaching provide in India रे एटा केही प्रोवाइड करंती नाही so first जे admission नबो new student 60000 old student same thing you will get foundation batch revision batch answer writing batch in 5000 and जे एबे 16000 दे के एडमिशन न करिछि next पुणी revision କରିବାକୁ ଚାହିଁଲା, he get everything in 5,000. Okay. So this is so you can download the app, Yasa IS app, and this is my number. The class will start from 16 February, 8 to 10 p.m. The course validity is till your mains. Mains jaye course validity hochi. It will complete before that. And don't miss this 465 opportunity को miss करो नहीं. Optional रे यदि खराब कलो, you cannot. You cannot. बहुत पिला जहाँ करूचो करो. But yes, I can help you in this regard. So this is my number. You can WhatsApp me, call me, and you can download the app through this. Okay. Okay, everyone, take care. So 16 February batch will be started, and a detailed video gote banaythili, seita aro link re de debi. You can watch that. Okay, take care.